I was absolutely amazed. I was shocked. People don't put enough emphasis on turning up and putting the effort in. Are we pushy parents? I want to start off this podcast with telling you what we did on the weekend. So we had the final Pony Club Winter Dressage League competition. So for anybody who doesn't know, Pony Club is like Scouts, but for ponies. You can achieve badges by, taking courses and all that sort of stuff, and you have riding lessons, and it's great. And it's like a little community. We're part of the Fylde District one, which is great. The kids absolutely love it. They've made loads of friends, and the people, the mums and dads that go there are really nice as well. So it's a really nice little group to go to all these horse riding competitions with. So on the weekend we had the final of the Winter League dressage competitions, and this dressage competition has been going on for months. It's once every few weeks or whatever it is, and we've been turning up to every single one. I think we missed one, and when Aya, who's my daughter, and Link have been riding, they've absolutely loved it. But on this one they announced an overall winner for the whole Winter Dressage League. So when they were announcing it, they do obviously a winner and a runner-up. And Aya, my daughter, came second. She got the runner-up. And I was absolutely amazed. I was shocked. Not because I don't think she's a good enough rider to get second. But when we were doing the competitions throughout the months, she wasn't coming first or second. She was coming, your fourths, your sixes, your fifths, that sort of thing. And again, she loved going. It was great. And, we had a great time when we were there. But she was shocked that she came second. And I was thinking to myself, well, how has she managed to come second? Because, we didn't place that high when we went. And after discussing it with my wife and a couple of other people, it was because we were there at every single competition apart from one. Whereas her competition, the 20 plus other riders that were in the same league weren't there as consistently as we were. So to me, that speaks absolute volumes, because again, even though we turned up and she didn't win, over a long period of time, she did better than, she came second. She did better than most of the other riders in there just by turning up and trying her best. And what a lesson to teach a kid. Just because you don't turn up and don't win doesn't mean that you're not progressing, because she has progressed massively just by turning up and trying her best. And, it really did get me thinking about how much, people don't put enough emphasis on turning up and putting the effort in. Because some days, you can turn up and only give 20%. And even on those days, you're still progressing because it's better than not turning up at all. A lot of people, can wake up some days and be like, I don't want to do this, and I'm not going to go, and they don't go. But on those days, if you're competing against that person, it's so important to get up and go and do whatever it is you need to do. Even you can only muster 10% of the effort to put into that riding lesson or work or whatever it is, or workout, whatever it is. Because that 10% is going to be more than your competition done. And I was so proud of her, because she sort of figured out a formula of, if we're here all the time and we're turning up and we're trying, we get somewhere, and she has. And it was just an amazing thing to see, because she was so happy and so surprised. She got like a little sash and everything like that, and I was really, really happy. But then I started thinking to myself, well, we were there more than a lot of the kids, with parents and whatnot. Are we pushy parents? And I was having a good thinking about it, but I think mine and my wife's parenting technique, or whatever you want to call it, is spot on, because the reason is we don't force them into horse riding. They want to do it. Yeah, and there's days where they obviously, I don't want to go and muck out, stuff like that. I have that. My wife has that. Like, I'm sure everybody watching this video has that with anything. You don't want to get up and do it, or I can't bother doing that today. But when my daughter and my son are at these competitions, they absolutely love it. Like the friends they make and how excited I saw Aya and Link as well got a rosette. When they win or when they place, it's just like, wow, this is amazing, and I'm sure there's, what I'm going to talk about next is going to be a bit controversial, or, some people might not agree with it, but whenever we go to competitions, and this is with anything, the dressage, the Pony Club mounted games, which is awesome, anything, I always tell them we are going there to have fun, which obviously is the most important thing, but we're going there with the aim to win. Now, there's a very big difference between aim to win and going to win, in my opinion, because if we're aiming to win, that means we're going to make sure that we do our best and we want to win. But if we don't win, it's not a big deal. Like I said, on these competitions where we've been with the dressage, Link included, has come fourth, come fifth, come sixth. Sometimes they haven't even placed. They still walk away with a smile, and that's the most important thing. But in order for them to progress, they need to aim to get to number one. And I think you can apply that to anything in life. Like I apply it to work, to business, to just horse riders. I'm aiming to be the biggest equestrian retailer in the UK. And then who knows, once I'm done with the UK, maybe I'll attempt the world, but I'm going to try the UK first. And I might not ever get to number one. But at least I've got an aim, and I'm trying to get to there. And what's the saying? If you aim for the moon and miss, you still fall among the stars. And it's so true. You can get to your goal, which is amazing. And sometimes you don't, but you still would progress further than just turning up. Because if you're just turning up every day and doing your monotonous things and just going through the motions, it's not really a progression. And I think that's when a lot of people lose interest. They lose excitement for it because, again, it's like, well, what am I doing this for? There's no point me just turning up. But if you're turning up, putting in your 10%, whatever it is, at least you can put in 10%. If you put in 100%, amazing. But then you've got your turning up, your effort, and then your aim. And I think that's so important. And my kids have got that. They understand the formula of how to be successful. But then I have seen through my time the extremes of that with some parents. We have you're going to aim to be number one, but some parents you are going to be number one. And then if that kid doesn't do it, I saw it loads of times in the riding school where we'd have like an innocent competition, a jumping one, for example. And I remember this mom, she was screaming from the sidelines. And again, I'm not too sure why she was screaming when there was horses all there anyway. But anyway, screaming at this kid. And this kid fell off. And she literally just huffed and turned around. Not is the kid okay or anything like that. Like that level for me is way too far. And again, I'm sure there's people watching this that may disagree with me. But again, you point the pressure that was on that kid would have made it so if they don't win, they don't want to do it because they only have a negative. Whereas when we go to competitions and we don't win, we still have a great time. We still laugh our heads off. We still get sweets or wherever it is, we still have a great time. And if we get a rosette or we come first or whatever it is, amazing, even better, cherry on top. And I just thought it was just really an interesting thought that I had on that weekend because I've never really, I've never really thought about it like that. And you can, again, it's just this equestrian world, the horse world is just filled with so many lessons like that. And that's the sort of stuff I want to talk about and portray to people who aren't in the horse world and hopefully maybe even get them into the horse world. Because again, some people again, it is really, really difficult, but there's a community where people will help you and, you know, hold your hand through it and that sort of thing. You know, it is a great, great industry, and I absolutely love it. And again, there's some days where I don't, but you know, on the whole, it is great. And again, the lessons that it's teaching my kids and the life that it's provided for me, you know, on a personal level, is phenomenal. And I just wish there was more lessons like this to be learned and taught in the world, because I think I think it'd be a hell of a lot of a better place with it. Because where are you going to learn the formula of success? Where are you going to learn it? I don't know too many places that you can learn the turn up, put the effort in, have a name, success formula. And yeah, anyway, I think that's enough for this week. But thank you so much for watching. And yeah, again, any comments, any improvements that you think I can make, anything you want me to talk about, let me know. And I'll do my best to give it justice talking about it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot.